How's it going, guys? We got Cindy on camera here today, and you might have seen her, I think, in one other video that we have on YouTube. Can you tell us a little bit about how you're doing?
So yeah, I had a lot of upper back pain, and so through a number of treatments and a number of daily exercises, I'm fixed. I feel so much better. Sitting at the desk, typing all day.
Changes,
yeah.
Yeah. So when we first met you, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and you're coming from like an hour or 2 hours away, so we don't see her frequently. You know, here in the office, our treatment plans for most new patients are twice a week for 2 to 4 weeks, and then we cut you back to like once a week, or even as necessary, once every 2 to 3 weeks. We try to shoot a lot of content so you guys can implement some of the stretches and the exercises at home, which will help you so much to feel better. But you do have to come in for treatment, whether it's here or another office. And hopefully they do some similar things, muscle work adjustments, and then help to teach you guys the different exercises that we've got to implement throughout the day so that we don't constantly develop neck tension, back tension, you know, wrist pain, whatever the problem is. And Cindy here has done awesome at just improving her posture, decreasing some of the tension up in her neck and her shoulders, and she feels better, right? Still pretty active, exercising every day.
Yeah, 5 days a week.
5 days a week, and we did a marathon or something last year.
Just a half.
So very active, running, weightlifting, right, and
a little bit.
And all important things to do. Exercise, so important to do it. Do it with good posture. Do it with good intention, right? Don't exercise because you have to exercise. Exercise because you love to exercise. When you hit the point in exercise where your body actually starts to say, wow, I need this to survive, that's when you know you've made it. And I know you and Bree and your family, you guys all are very active together, which is so amazing. So I'm going to start off just with a little hypervolt to the neck and to the shoulders. And then just sit up a little taller for me. And then some other key points, guys, is we've talked in some previous videos about just my posture and my stances I work on clients and patients. If you are a chiropractor, if you are a physical therapist and you're working on clients utilizing some of the same techniques and methods, be very conscious of your feet. Try to be nice and balanced through your hips. Keep your columns, your feet nice and narrow. Try to just lift your chest, take the tension out of your head and neck, because it is so important that you keep your body in correct position, correct posture as you're working on your clients, so you can help to develop your strength and your movement, your proper mobility throughout your body. Wow.
My hip has been giving me problems, and I keep wanting to change how I sleep, because I think that that's part of it. I tend to sleep with my knee, like hiked up. I've always slept that way, and I know I need to change it, because I do think...
On your back or on your side?
My side.
Yeah. And like your bottom knee or your top knee's hiked up? Or your top knee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good way. I've been trying to sleep with my, eyes up, right?
Yeah.
And that I can do if I put a pillow between my knees.
Yeah.
That helps to keep my knee from shifting my hips.
Yeah.
I would say my hips probably...
Yeah, because as soon as you raise that leg up, then you're like kind of crooked. So it is super important. I try to think of key points, like the key points for the sleeping position, which is, feet touching, knees touching, and just nice and balanced through the lower body. Feet touching, knees touching, and just nice and balanced through the lower body. And I'll talk about that as you're here on your side. But you want your middle ankle bones, your inside ankle bones, we call them, and then your knees, just to try to rest in the same position. Look down. Look down. Left arm up. shoulder down. Beautiful. Push forward and stop. Good, then right arm up, shoulder down. And that's still just a little bit of the tighter side. Push forward for me and stop. Back down, good. But really nothing too much. Left shoulder moves just a little better. And I think a while back, was it more right side chronic, like
it was
shoulder, neck,
wrist? It was right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So much better, but we still have a little bit, just a little bit of tension to work out right there. So look up straight, down straight. Look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, and down. And hold on, let me grab it. Look down, look up, 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 and down, and then shoulder back like that, and then up, and down. Oh, okay. So much better that the shoulder's free, but definitely still have a little tension. Let's see these arms back here, and we're gonna go just palms like this. And I just want you to push forward into my hands.
Push forward like
Yep,
this?
like there goes the wrist already. Did you feel that? Yeah. So push forward for me, and then I want you to think just, yeah, like chest up a little bit, and now push through the left hand, just straight down to the ground like that, and then push through the right hand. All right, push through both evenly. Relax for me. Let me just stretch up a little higher. Push down gently. Good, relax. Push forward through the arms. Just kind of lean forward with your chest and just let this stretch out. Try to straighten your right elbow. And relax for me. Good. All right. That was just a little front chain stretch. You're still just a little bit this way. All right, let's go face down on the table for me. So awesome how much movement you have in the shoulders though. All right, so we do a little in the upper body, a little in the lower body. We're just trying to balance out the whole body. We're trying to improve the range of motion, just a little bit disappointment. Push into my hand for me. And stop. Previous complaints used to be a lot of like right neck, right shoulder tension. She was super crooked. Push and muscularly imbalanced. Both glenohumeral joints are moving well. Push and stop and push and stop. And she's got a little bit of toe work. And we've talked in the past about ankle and some foot exercises, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Because of why? I forget, like ankle pain or plantar fasciitis or something?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Is that pretty tight here?
Mm-hmm. I have had some pain right in my toe in that foot.
Yeah. So you got a lot of big toe work to work on because her big toe does not flex really at all. And so we definitely want to elongate the front chain. The front chain of the muscles down the front of the leg. They kind of like end right here at the big toe flexion. And so push into my hand here for me. And stop. Push. Stop. Push. And stop. And what I'm doing here, guys, I'm just applying a little pressure through the top of her foot, kind of plantar flexing her toes, pointing her toes down, which is giving us a nice stretch up into the lateral compartment of the leg. Go ahead, push. And stop. And push. And stop. And this is also going the whole way. This is increasing her flexibility the whole way up into her hip and will help to reduce low back pain. All right, easy. All right, over to the left side. Sometimes we like to just adjust the toes in that position. Remember the toes, if you see people's feet, the toes they can get crooked and they can get like all jammed up. Toe flexibility is so important. In the office, we recommend correct toes, which are those toe spacers, or Naboso insoles, lots of different foot care products that'll help you to have healthier feet and feel better. Push into my hand from here and stop. And then you can feel this side's actually a little better than that right side. Push and stop. Push and stop. Push and stop. And we're going to go heel out a little bit. Good. Push and stop. And push and stop. Good. All right. So nice toe flexion. And I'll tell you what, Cindy, your legs are like so strong, man. You got great muscle. You got great mobility that just a little bit, you can feel like in the right ankle here is just a little bit tighter than the left side. So let's work on that right hip up there. So we'll lighten up a little bit, but she says, yeah, that hurts. So it's just so common. Low back pain, hip pain, everything builds up like right here, and then right up here. So much tension builds up in the low back, the hips, the neck, the shoulders. Spot vibration therapy is just going to help us to vibrate and loosen up some of the muscles around the bones, improve circulation, and just help to create a little bit better mobility. Ultimately, stretching done correctly, you can look at our back chain stretching videos, our back chain activation videos. Getting your body to be nice and long through the backside, but strong, super important. So we talk a lot about the hip hinge, that back chain dominant hip hinge, which gives us beautiful, long, strong spine muscles. That's good right there. Work on her lower back. And then guys, we're using that somber lotion and just starting off with some gentle passages of the lumbar vectors up into the thoracolumbar spine, which is like right up in the mid back right here. She does have a little more swelling on the right side, just a little bit of tension in the right side. Do you want to zoom out on me here too? So, for you chiropractors, worst case, here, don't do this. Don't be hunched over, don't round out. Set your feet nice and wide. Get your stance nice and balanced. Get into your back chain, hip stretch, right? Drive your hips back so you protect your own lumbar spine as you're working on clients. Make your job, if you're a chiropractor or physical therapist, make your job a workout. It could be a workout all day long. And as you work on clients and try to help them to achieve goals, and whether it's pain-free movement, whether it's get rid of my neck pain, my back pain, I want to swing a golf club better, I want to lift without pain, I want to run without pain. You know, the more active you are in your own body, the easier it will be for you to teach other people how to achieve, you know, pain-free movement and success in exercise. So, get in your back chain. All right, let's adjust now. Just rest the shoulders right down. And what we're feeling on Cindy, she still does, even though she's feeling so much better than she was months and probably 2 years ago, she still gets a little crooked on the right side. So take deep inhale. Exhale out for me. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale out. All right. Deep breath in. Exhale out. All right. One more. Good. Let's do this upper one more time here. Inhale deep. Exhale out, whole way down. Great stuff. Movement, pre-adjustment. All right, face me over here. Left side up for me. Leg bent. And switch right towards me like this. And then head up, chest up. Just like that. Like that. Roll gently. Good. Other side. So Cindy today about a little core exercise just to help her low back just loosen up a little bit more. Get up right there, pull here, deep inhale, exhale out, whole way roll. Let those shoulders roll open. Good. Flatten your back for me. All right, good stuff, lady. A little bit in the feet. One more time through the toes. All right. You got to work on that, the toe.
I know.
The toe stretches. Lots of big toe stretches. So we want her, we're not going to pull her sock off today, but we want.
Take my sock off if you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull this guy off here. So her first big toe joint, which you can see how she's got a little bunion, it's a little swollen down here, but her first big toe joint has been jammed up. It's been compressed. Your body lays a lot of bone down around it, and then you get diagnosed with a bunion or like turf toe. And so we need her to really work on her big toe flexion, which at home, she's gonna work on toe flexes. So squeeze your toes down and try to squeeze that big toe down. So that's one, to help stretch out the top of the foot, which you can probably feel how that stretches pretty decent. Two, foot up towards you and then toes down towards me. And I just need you to work, can you think about flexing or squeezing that big toe? You guys are gonna see how it's weak and it shakes a little bit. So neurologically, we need her to activate this plantar fascia and the big toe flexor muscle. So she's gonna lay in bed at night and she's gonna think foot up, big toe down. And she's gonna just put her little brain right down here in her big toe tip, and she's gonna work at flexing, flexing, flexing. Or step two, point and squeeze down. And that's gonna help us stretch this extensor tendon big time, right? Or the extensor musculature out here in the side of the leg. So those two exercises are super important for us. Either feet up, toes down. All right, and then let's scooch up a little bit up there. Let's see if we can get that. There's a little bit. All right, good. Bend here. Bend here. All right. So just like with some of the other patients, lots of this movement, toes down, to stretch out the top of those ankles, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, let's check hands out. Now right. Right. That's a good elbow adjustment today. And right hand. Now right hand's her tighter side, so. All right, oh my goodness. Elbows, guys, get so crooked. When the shoulders roll forward, the elbows kick out. So we do a lot of like resetting the elbow. And it's a wonderful adjustment. It releases a ton of pressure, a ton of swelling, a ton of inflammation down into the arm. And your follow-up is going to be that like nice complete flexor stretch big time. Mm-hmm. Okay, but that is amazing to see that both elbows are adjusting beautifully today. And then down with the head. And we'll go nice and easy on the left shoulder. And then one more on the right shoulder down. All right. Sit up tall. Pretty good stuff today. Way different than a year ago. Mm-hmm.
So much better.
So much. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hands back on hips. And then just make sure we get those shoulders like screaming open, okay? That's gonna stretch the front, strengthen the back, help us to reduce tension up in the neck. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
For being on video. Guys have questions or comments? We got great adjustments. We got double elbows today, double shoulder going on humeral joints, nice neck adjustment, a little bit of tightness through the mid back, but we still got some movement through there. And we definitely have to work on the toes. Can I show you one more exercise?
Yes, please.
So follow up for her. She's got really tight toe extensors, big toes. This is an issue a year ago when we saw her. And so she needs to work big time on our foot exercises, which are gonna be a little difficult at first, but anytime she's at home in the kitchen, having dinner at the table, she's gonna start to work barefoot at developing a little bit better toe flexion, okay?
So you want to I want to push my toe down into the floor?
Yes, which first I want you to get that tip right there, and as you do this, you're gonna be able to get the proximal joint. So right now she's on the tip of her toe, kind of like right here is the tip of her toe. Let's show you on this foot here too. Tuck this guy under, and tuck all these guys under. Okay, see how that feels? So two things, we either press down gently through the top of the foot, which helps stretch. And second thing, squeeze the bottom of the toes. Try to really kind of get that foot to just squeeze and cramp up a little bit. Now keep the toes down on the ground, like that. And then just think squeeze down a little bit. Or roll out like that. And you got to really work on those toe stretches. Feel how tight that is? This will help you. Shaking means neurological weakness, muscle weakness. It's a weak pattern. We need to strengthen the pattern. Okay? So for me, let's show you the, which I was there, okay? So we want her, as we want everybody, to be able to touch this toe joint to this pad of the foot. And it took me a long time, but it feels so wonderful. And I started off doing the same exercises just a little bit. Start to roll that toe out. And then we're gonna just mash that big toe out. And we're gonna create strong arches, strong feet. And when the feet are strong, the knees feel better, the hips feel better, the spine feels better. You can run faster. You experience less injury in the knees and the hips. And so that's what we gotta work on. Okay?
For sure, thank you.
See you guys later.